All right, welcome everyone to the JumpX podcast episode number. Help me out, Tom.
39.
39. Yeah, episode 39. So we're almost at 40. That's crazy. That's not even a year of podcast yet if we're going daily, which we don't. But anyways, welcome to the podcast. We've got Gavin here, most improved athlete of this month.
Oh,
So
yeah.
welcome, man.
Howdy, how we doing?
Very good, mate.
Yeah. So basically, Gavin is confirm tallest athlete.
I'd say so. Definitely a dunk day. I don't know who you got interstate, but I think the
No,
next one under me is his brother, who's what, 6'5", 6'6".
well, who?
Hayden.
Oh yeah, the other.
Yeah. And I'm noticeably taller than he is at 6'8". So
Yeah, he's no, he's 6'5.5". Hayden.
we'll just,
Get
for
mad
his
at me
sake,
if
we'll
I,
say
you'll
6'6".
get mad at me if I say 6'6".
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah. My dad used to
No.
always tell people like, "Oh, my son's 6'9". I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely not. But
Maybe
yeah,
it's GT jump too as you are.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Test him out tomorrow.
So everyone, Gavin's just received today in the mail the GT jump twos, right? So
Sure am. I'm wearing him now.
so first impressions for everyone.
Well, I've literally worn them for 10 minutes. They're pretty comfy. Don't feel like I need to break them in or anything, but I'm still just going to wear them for the next hour or so just to get them ready because I've got a big day tomorrow with a game, then a dunk sesh. So
Yeah.
make sure they're good to go. But yeah, so they definitely make me taller. I'll give them that. There's a huge sole on them because of all the compression in the React foam and the zoom strobes and everything. But yeah, we'll see how we go.
So
What's
okay.
your setting reach?
Was that sorry?
What was your setting reach? What did we confirm it in the end?
When I did it wearing the Jordan 37s and it was 8'9".
Okay.
Yeah,
That's insane.
so doesn't take much to dunk on a low
No,
rim or
yeah, I
9
say that's
foot.
insane, but I'm pretty sure LeBron's is like 9'1". I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, he's be stupid. He's got them long arms.
I'm pretty sure his is legit like 9'1". Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I look like when I was like 6'6", 6'7", I had like a stupidly long wingspan. So I've obviously like grown into that. Like my arms didn't get any longer because I remember like I can't remember what the measurements were, but I swear it was like 3 or 4 inches longer than my height. So, but now it's only a couple.
You know what? I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that when you go through puberty, your limbs are like the first thing that start
Yeah,
growing
that
out,
makes sense.
legs and arms, and then your spine's like the last thing to stop growing.
So that's like,
Yeah.
is that why like every teenager looks awkward?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gangly.
no, that makes so much sense because my legs were like, yeah, definitely like looked stupidly long compared to everything else.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, it's
So,
like
and,
it's like dogs and puppies, right? Or puppies, right? Puppies look so cute because their paws are like
yeah,
tiny in comparison to their body, right? But as they grow, they
that's
Yeah.
it.
more in proportion. So that's funny. That's funny because when I was
Yeah,
younger, like my shoe size went by my age for ages. So when I was
I
10,
was exactly the same.
yeah, I remember talking to you about this, Gavin. And then when I was
Yeah,
15, I was 15. So like basically, I guess the main takeaway you guys can take away from this podcast is that I fucking looked like a puppy when I was a kid. So did Gavin.
pretty much. I mean, yeah, when I was
Running
when I
around.
was 11, I was a size 11, which is ridiculous.
Yeah,
But
dude, that's insane,
What
dude.
the fuck?
yeah,
Were
yeah.
you tripping over your feet heels?
What was that? Sorry.
Were you tripping over your feet heels when you were younger?
Um, I don't think so. When I had to wear like dress shoes and stuff because I got that slightly longer toe because they're skinny, like
Mm.
I trip over like going upstairs and everything. But yeah, that was from memory. Not I wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I think because yeah, like I don't know. I think I've told you this before. Like yeah, from like year 8 to year 12. So what's that age? 12 to 17. I was like I just had one huge growth spurt. I never had like a crazy one in like year 10, year 11.
12
So
to
because I
18.
think because I was like in year 8, I was 5'8", 5'9", and then
Yeah.
when I graduated, I was 6'7".
Oh, yeah. And just to
So
clarify,
it was like, but it was just a slow, gradual
yeah.
like growth. Whereas like a lot of people will have their growth spurt over like a few months.
And yeah,
And
just to clarify for like everyone, you're 6'8" right now, hey?
yeah, so I grew another inch after high school.
Okay, cool. And that's actually a good segue into your backstory, right? So share with everyone your kind of backstory, I guess, starting from like playing basketball, the early days, you know?
Yeah, so my original very first sport that I played was soccer. And that's I lived in New South Wales then and moved over to Perth when I was 8. And my dad just happened to know other people that in the basketball community. So he's like, "Oh, you're kind of tall for your age, so why don't you try that out?" And sort of just I was a bit of a natural at it. So yeah, just from then on, played basketball. Had a scholarship in high school, so basically was playing or training 9 times a week for 5 years. Because I obviously wanted to have that social side to it as well as the competitive side. And then after high school, I think I did 3 or 4 pre-seasons with SBL teams, but never actually fully committed because it was just like coming out of high school with like so much playing and training. I got a little bit like a little taste of freedom and never really fully committed to a SBL squad.
Uh,
Yeah, so and then my
just
mid-20s
clarify
came.
for
Yeah.
everyone that's international what
Uh,
that is. Yeah.
so yeah, it's like the state basketball league, which is just in like WA alone. It's now called the NBL One, which is basically the level underneath the NBL, which is what like Perth Wildcats and Sydney Kings and all those guys play in. So my skill level was there and my IQ was there, but the will to actually do it wasn't. And then so got to my mid-20s and sort of just took a step back and sort of just played social basketball. Had in and out of gym memberships because I never really like I said got commitment issues and never really worked hard. And then that brought me to end of last year in December. I was like, no, I need to like join the gym, get into it properly. And I was like, the only way I'm going to do it and keep myself accountable is to get like a PT. So that's how I sort of got in contact with Austin, and then didn't even know about JumpX at the time. And he sort of was like, oh, why don't you come down to a dunk session on a Saturday? And that's how it all happened.
So you didn't even have intentions of like dunking
No,
or
not at all. It was more
yeah.
just like because I knew like obviously when I read your like little bio of the like your history as a PT and stuff, you had that basketball background. So I was like, well, out of everyone, all the PTs at that particular gym, you were the best fit. And like I remember speaking to you about just getting to a point of being fit enough to like play serious again, not necessarily play NBL one or anything, but like get back into like playing A grade, which I was already doing, but I was struggling, like the fitness level of it all and like the fast pace. Like I'm sort of lucky that I've got an okay IQ that I can play like a bit of a veteran and play slow, but for someone my age, I should be one of the fastest on the court. So yeah, and then sort of dunking took over, and now I'm only playing mixed on Saturdays and before the dunk session, so that's pretty chill. And then the Tuesday night JumpX team that we created in the last few weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, that's something we haven't even talked about. Not many people talk about it, actually. So you should tell everyone about that.
So one of the other JumpX guys, Tony, he's I think probably the only one that's around my age within the crew. He sort of just reached out on the group page and was wondering if anyone was keen to make a team. Got 7 of us that were pretty keen, so that's enough to make a team. And then all joined the comp at Coburn Arc, which is where we do the dunk sessions. And sort of you could tell like it took a while for us all to gel together. Still trying to get there. It's only been like 2-3 months playing together. Trying to figure out how each other plays, but it's been good. Obviously looking to try and get dunks every game, but some defenders get in the way or whatever, and it's not always the way it goes. But
You got to be careful.
That's the thing. Yeah, I've like when I was younger and careless, I think there was 2 attempts I've ever tried to dunk on people, and both times I hurt myself. So it's one of those things that's like in the back of my head. If there's someone in front of me, it's just going to be a layup.
Yeah, no, that's completely fine.
Wait, so before you started training in the gym, what was your dunk package?
Pretty much off one and 90% of the time dunk with one hand, or I could go up with one but then finish with two. I could if I tried to jump off two, I'd have to be like do my like max vert or whatever to actually get it in with one. I'd ring block myself every time otherwise.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
just
insane.
a lack of muscle development.
So wait, so how old are you right now?
28. I'll be 29 in November.
Okay, and then Tony is 29, right?
Is he? Yeah, I thought he was around the same age. Couldn't
Yeah,
remember if he was a year younger or older.
yeah, damn. Okay. So you're only 2 years older than me then.
Yeah, mate. You're just a whippersnapper still.
We're gonna have an old man dunk session.
Yeah, I'm keen. I was telling my missus the other day that I'm less than 7 years away from being able to play veterans leagues because you have to be 35 plus.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, she pissed herself. She's
That
like,
doesn't
yeah.
make sense. What the?
I know it's not even old, but it's just like all the guys. It's basically for people that have retired from playing like competitively.
Okay.
But yeah,
I reckon low key some of those leagues would be hard because they'd just all be smart, and then they'll all,
and really physical.
well, yeah, and all of them would have
Yeah.
old man strength too.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a real thing, man. I used to play in the rec leagues against
That's
my dad,
legit.
and I'm like, holy fuck, can't even move this guy.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so how long have you been with JumpX?
So if I started training with you in December, would have joined at the end of March or April, I think, this year. So not too long. Only what's that? The 4th month, and we're in the 8th month now. So
Yeah.
See, I thought it was way longer than that.
yeah, well, my first like dunk session with you guys was in just like the last day of the year in December. I remember. Yeah, it's hard to forget 31st of December.
Was that the Vertex session?
No, so I think that was a week or two after, and I missed that one because I remember like being like butthurt that I had like something on, and
Yes.
didn't get to actually test out my vertical while I'm still sort of fresh into the like dunking world and into the gym and everything. But so I have no idea what my actual vert is, or was, sorry, when I first started. But I reckon I probably gained 2 inches, maybe 3 if I'm lucky.
Well,
That's what
what
it feels
dunk?
like anyway.
Well, you couldn't dunk when you started though, right?
I could dunk off one like very easily. Dunking off two was like 50-50, but that's like putting it
Okay.
in with one hand.
Okay, and so now you're dunking off two easily.
Yeah, and putting it in with 2 hands. Like no worries.
Yeah, okay.
To the point where I'm
So
alternating the approach. So
you're getting like rim blocked, essentially.
yeah. And I don't know if it was lack of vert or if it was technique, but I feel like because I've sort of been in and out of being kind of athletic since I was 16, and like because I got my first dunk at 16, I sort of I guess I've always had that technique there, but it's just
Mm.
doing
You
it
might
with the
get,
jump, I guess.
yeah. I'm just looking at your clips now.
Yeah, right. They're pretty good, hey.
Yeah, you guys should check out our Instagram if you guys want to see Gavin's clips. But you're doing some very good distance, like 1 foot dunks. Like, could you do
Yeah.
that one?
What was that, sorry?
Could you do that before you started the
Um,
distance?
if you look at so on those videos, I'm jumping from behind the netball D.
Yeah, the wide
Um,
line.
yeah, so before it was I was probably my whole foot would have been inside the line, if not a bit further inside.
Yeah.
So, because it's trying to combine jumping forwards and upwards at the same time, whereas that's quite like a lot of people struggle with that. If they run in really fast, they forget to jump up high, kind of
Yeah.
thing. So it's like, yeah,
So you've gone. So it's because
Explain the netball D, because Americans don't know what
yeah.
because they don't have it, right?
I
Like how
couldn't
far
tell
is
you
that?
how far it is out from a basketball ring, but it's basically if you see the picture of an Australian basketball court and it's got these random lines and there's 3 different or 3/3, and then there's a random D at each end. That's the netball D. That's the best way I can explain it to anyone that's got no idea.
It's probably just over halfway. So if you like have free throw line to the basket and halfway's there, it's like slightly closer to the basket than it is the free throw line.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, that makes sense.
all the way, I would say.
Yeah.
That's
Well, maybe tomorrow I'll do like a wide lens and film it so you can actually see the free throw line.
yeah.
You should see how high you can touch on the backboard as well.
I've tried that. I think I can definitely get my fingers off like jumping off both and off one, like up to like the square, like the top of the box. But remember, I've got long arms, so I'm still
What would you
like.
say that is, Tom? Like in terms of touch?
I reckon Gavin could touch like 11-2 on a vertex.
I think I did because when you had the vertex there the other week, I'm pretty sure I got the second last red thing, and I'm pretty sure it was just before the.
That's 11-2 then.
Yeah, I think that's right. And that
Yeah.
was off two, and then I tried to jump off one, and I like skimmed it basically, but
Okay.
didn't
So
go any much higher. I get the same height off one as I do off two.
that's rare.
Yeah, it's really weird. I like took me by surprise as well.
Your 2 foot's like caught up to your one.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy. 11-2. So that would put your vert at. Oh, I need to calculate this. Would you say it's 8-9 was your reach?
Yeah, that's right.
So 11-2. That's. Can we see that?
29. That sounds about right. I didn't think I'd cracked 30 yet.
29, baby.
Yeah, so you're close to a 30-inch vert at 6'8".
Pretty good.
Which is
Good, I say myself.
solid. Which is solid.
Bro,
Yeah.
imagine you'd have to touch for a 50.
Well, there's this. I can't remember his name, but there's like some high school kid over in America who's like 6'9", and he has a 48-inch max vert.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous. Like I was watching his clips the other day, and I was like, it's just stupid. This like he's just doing normal dunks, but it's just like he's jumping from so far out, and it's like the angle of the camera makes it look like his chest is at the rim, but it's more like he's probably kissing the rim. But yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
is the guy like touch the top or the backboard?
Yeah, he can touch the top of the backboard. That's stupid.
Fuck.
Yeah, you don't see many 6'8" guys though jumping 40. That's like rare, and when they do, they're like a freak in the NBA. You know.
Yeah.
So like it looks crazy, you know. So it's where like even like having like 30, 35-inch vert when you're like 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", like you're athletic at that point, you know.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
yeah.
Or just anyone, any height that has a vert that big, it just looks pretty crazy.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. For sure. Okay, so you're only dunking off 1 foot when you started, and now where are you now? What can you do now?
So my best 1 foot dunk's probably the distance dunk.
Yeah.
Or like a very easy like two-handed tomahawk.
Yeah.
I kind of want to turn that into a back scratcher, like a proper get it right back and then put it in. But that's just being tall. You don't have as much time in the air as these short guys, so just working on the hand speed for that. And then off two, I think the first trick dunk I did, which was like about a month after I started, would have been the like 180, then pretty quickly turn that into the 360.
Yeah.
But now I'm doing like off the backboard lobs, and I think I've got the reverse a couple times with that, and then I've got a few like just normal standard lobs and everything. So
I like your 1 foot 1 foot off the backboard, like the one in the montage that was posted on the JumpX account for your like.
Oh yeah, is that the one on the angle or the straight on one? Because I do want like they're both just as hard as each other, but
angle.
You come in from like the 45 and that's so tough. Like I've hit that maybe 3 times purely just to get the lob right and then catching it out so far. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so you've gone from dunking off only 1 foot with one hand to be able to dunk like two-hand tomahawk off 1 foot now. You can two-hand tomahawk off 2 feet right. You can reverse.
Yeah.
You can reverse off backboard, and I've seen you do it off lob and dribble, right?
Yeah. Oh, have I tried it off dribble? I don't even know if I've actually tried to do it off dribble.
Yeah.
I
I thought of
did early
basketball
days, but I haven't tried it recently. Yeah.
So you
The
can,
only reason I tried it was because I saw Humby trying to get it, and then I was like, oh, there's something new for me to try. And then he got real mad because I did it on my fifth go.
I remember
you
that.
have good coordination. Like you pick stuff up
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
I saw the basketball though, for sure. Like growing up.
Yeah, definitely. And then obviously, like I said with
So
my growth
soccer.
spurt, how like I didn't have a crazy one. Like I was able to keep my coordination as I grew.
Exactly.
Yeah, like another reason, like because when I was like 14, that's when I started playing men's with my dad. And being a 14-year-old, you're not going to be playing inside the 3-point line very much. So I was more of a guard slash shooter. And then as I grew, I kept those skills. So it's like,
Yeah, that's the best way to do it though.
yeah, yeah. So even playing like under 20s wobble, I was like the tallest on the court, but I'd be playing on the wing.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like, yeah.
By the
I
way,
think that,
Wobble is just like the state basketball league, but in age
for
group.
juniors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and
yeah.
yeah, so apart from all those dunks, you can also 360 off 1 and 2 feet as well.
Yes, the off one's bloody scary, but I still like to do it because it feels cool. But
It
like
does
the
look- it
landing,
does look
I
really
just feel like I'm
cool.
going to do an ACL or something every time I land. But
Yeah,
yeah, off two's pretty fun. I want to try and get it to like, because it's still when you're doing it, like even though it is a 360, it kind of feels like a 180, like 240. So I want to do a proper 360 where it's technically a 540.
I think you've definitely gained more vert than you realize.
Yeah. Oh. I feel like I know in my head how much better I'm jumping because obviously
Yeah,
I've got more time in the air. I'm trying crazier stuff, but
yeah.
yeah.
That's why it would
So
be good to test because then we could get like an objective number.
yeah,
But
but
No, it's just an
yeah. I
estimate.
reckon it must. Yeah, if I was to take a wild guess, I reckon like when I first started, like say like in December, my vert would have been like 24, 25.
okay.
So I've probably gained maybe like I said 3-4 inches or something like that. But
Which is pretty solid considering you've been playing basketball twice a week as well.
yeah, but the way I play, I don't go crazy. Like I only run and sprint
Yeah.
when I need to. So I try not to overexert myself.
Hmm.
How's the team doing? Like, are you guys winning games or?
We're starting to. It took us a while because, like, obviously, yeah, none of us had played together before, and like a few of us obviously want to be like the top scorer and whatever, and get the ball in our hands and want to score. So, it took us a while to learn how to play as a team. And obviously, like, there's a few older guys that can't move as well, and they're pretty good on D that we're versing. So, just trying to play through that, and then the frustration of social competition refereeing, which is never good. But just sort of all that, just trying to play through all that. And yeah, so I think that our last game we actually had a pretty good win. I think Austin was at that one. He saw me light it up from the 3-point line.
As a shooter.
Sure am. But yeah, so then I think we've got one more game left, and we need to win it to finish in the top 4 and like make the finals. So we'll see how we go.
It was funny watching the game because there's a couple of situations where I reckon you could have safely dunked, but I know you just don't think about it because you're so used to it, you know?
Yeah. Well, there's one that you like, little like layup that you put on your story of me. I was like, when I watched it back, I was like, I should have just tried to yam that. But like in the moment, you just do it so quick, you just want to make the bucket.
It's just not. It's not instinct for you.
Yeah.
It's a new thing you'll be able to dunk like
That's
easily.
it. Yeah. It's like, but when I play mixed, all I'm doing is looking to try and dunk. So it's like,
Yeah.
unless I'm shooting like 3-pointers, but yeah. So I need to start filming those games more.
You've hit in-game dunks.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, definitely have. But
you've caught a lob as well. That was in the video.
yeah, that would felt so good. I don't think I've ever, especially in game, caught a lob and dunked it that well. Like when I was younger, I did one, but only like just made it in. I think it was more the pass that, and I just kind of just guided the ball into the hoop and made it look like a dunk. But
hard in
Yeah.
doing that. It's
Yeah, no,
hard.
the pass was perfect. Timed it with my run up and everything. So
Is
it's funny
everyone?
when I watch that clip. What's that?
I was gonna say, is everyone like dunking at halftime and stuff for the jump
On
X?
the jump X. No, we're all pretty chill because halftime's only like not even 2 minutes.
Oh,
So everyone's
what?
just sort of like catching their breath and then
Yeah.
because they're only 18-minute halves as well. So it's a pretty short game. Sometimes if like the other teams like in the next game aren't warming up, the boys will jump on and try and yam a few dunks. But I've usually got my shoes off by that point.
Yeah.
So,
Tried to dunk after the game ended, but you could just see everyone's legs were like short.
yeah, it's the last thing you want to do, especially
Yeah.
because like those last 5-10 minutes, you're actually like, that's when you like run your hardest throughout the whole game, especially if it's a close game. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no, it was fun to watch. It was fun to watch. You guys are like grabbing rebounds super easy as well and everything.
yeah.
So
Well, yeah, that game you came to, I think we had 4 players taller than the tallest guy on the other team. So
yeah.
bit of an unfair advantage, but we make it work.
And I was surprised. I was just surprised how good some of you were at shooting three as well. So
Yeah,
you're not just dunkers, you can
that's
shoot as well.
that's been my life, been able to shoot.
So you
That's
made it fun to avoid.
What was that?
But me or Austin?
I don't know, I heard a noise. I don't know who it was.
I said that's how you made that's how you made your living. That's how you made your money, you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. Okay, so your strength in the gym, how much like where was that when it started and where's that now?
I was from like, well, I had like just standard core strength and stuff. Like I hadn't been to the gym since I think it was 2020 when we came out of like COVID and everything. Because I was going to the gym for like maybe a year and a half, 2 years before COVID hit, and then obviously everything shut down, and I don't know, I just struggled to get back into it. And then coming back, I think I don't know, I was just doing pretty light weights just to get into the rhythm of things. Um, I think when I first started like squatting, I started at like 40 kilos and worked my way up, kind of thing. Like I don't do anything too heavy, but it's because I do like high reps. Well, it's what old mates programmed me. I'm not trying to go for big PRs or anything. So yeah. So now I think I do. So my squat is like, which is the high bar squat is 75 kilos, and I do is it 8 reps, I think. And then my deadlift was I just PR'd it the other day was 90 kilos for 8 reps, and I wanted to go for 100, but I wasn't allowed to do another set.
And
Yeah,
Because
and
Gavin asked there's the backstory. Gavin asked the WhatsApp, the group chat we have, that all our athletes have. Essentially, he was asking us whether he can, PR, do an extra set in PR. And basically I just told him no, wait till next week.
yeah, I was a bit disappointed because I was feeling really good, but that's all right.
Because every time someone
Give me the
does that,
boss.
they get injured. Every time someone goes off program.
Yeah, with that one time I slip a disc or something like
Yeah.
that.
on the 8th rep as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I did
Yeah.
leading up to that, like my session last week, I did 85 kilos, and I was like, I struggled, but I got it done. And then this week, yeah, like I did the 85 pretty easy. So I was like, oh, I'll try 90. Did that really easily. And I was like, oh, damn, I should have gone for like, no, I got up to 95. And then, yeah. And then I was like, oh, I'll try and go for 100. But because I always go up in fives.
Yeah.
This is why you
Yeah.
don't have any. This is why you don't have any back problems or knee problems or anything yet, because
No, I had that little scare like a couple months ago. And you
Yeah.
gave me those arthos and stuff. And that pretty much fixed it within a week. And then I sort of just, slowly eased back into it. And yeah. So now,
Yeah.
now I've
I
got
don't know, you
technique.
just had like little things with your ankle and stuff like that, but
Yeah, and the weird little like calf muscle and shin pains, but nothing's to
Though.
stop me from being able to dunk or play. So
Yeah. Definitely.
no, we've been pretty onto that when stuff has happened.
yeah, as soon as I feel something, I'll let you guys know anyway. Like just because I know you guys will give me the right things to do. So
Yeah, well, we want people to do that. We don't want people
Yeah.
to just say nothing and then in 3 weeks,
yeah, exactly.
they're in extreme fucking pain now.
Yeah.
Then, oh,
I can understand. Like a lot of the guys are very young, so that hello, the dog's on TV.
That's okay.
Like the young guys, their pride gets in the way. They don't want to like say, "Oh, I'm sore from this, this, and that." Whereas I'm not old, but I've been around long enough to know, like,
Oh, sorry, you can use names if he listens to this podcast.
there's more
We're
than one.
all thinking the same guy as well.
Yeah, we're all. Yeah, now you said that, I know who, but there's a few.
Oh,
You- you know who you are.
It's not Baltimore, bro. You can say his name. No, sorry. Yeah.
but yeah, like obviously, yeah, like I'm
What's his
28.
name, Gavin?
He knows. All I'm saying is he hasn't hit 20 yet, so he's a young kid.
Wait, no, he's over
Right.
20. I think he's over 20.
Oh, sorry, yeah, sorry, I was thinking of the wrong one. No, yeah, no. See, there's more than one guy,
21,
but
22.
Wait, has he got
okay,
a
now I
has
know who
he
you're talking
got a white falcon or?
about. The tires bald.
Oh fuck.
Okay,
No,
now we're on the same
no,
page.
Barry, no. All fairness, though, with that guy, I reckon he's gonna get crazy soon. If
Oh,
he
for
if he
sure.
stays healthy.
We have plans.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
also,
He's,
he called him out.
he'll get a feature on the podcast soon enough, I reckon.
He's got a East Bay before me apparently.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, so if he East Bay's before me, I got to buy him dinner, and then if
What would you do if I East Bayed
vice
before you?
versa. Hey,
What would you do if I East Bayed before you? Even I'm nowhere near it.
they'd be like, congratulations, nice job.
And then go cry yourself to sleep.
No, no, I actually wouldn't. I actually wouldn't even. No, to be honest, no.
Mm. Fair enough. You're just a real supportive guy. That's the good thing about you guys and JumpX as a whole. Is you just get around everyone. Like even if you're having like a shit time, like you're just like if you see someone like do something crazy or like something they've been working real hard for, you just get around them.
Got it.
That's it, yeah. But like even like when there's like guys are struggling, like it's like you're definitely two of the most motivational people I've ever met. So,
Oh.
and I've definitely rubbed off on everyone else.
Thanks, bro. Thanks.
No worries, anytime.
No, but
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think it's just because everyone's on the same journey, so everyone just
Yeah.
understands when someone hits something new, they know how hard that guy hit it. So I think that's and it's relatable because everyone's on that same journey, so everyone understands and they can get around it much more because they understand the feeling fully,
Yeah. And like everyone knows that everyone's on like different levels as dunkers and
Yeah.
wannabe dunkers as well. Like there's so many guys that are there on Saturdays still yet to hit their first dunk, but they still show up every week and they do 50 jumps or however many they're doing, trying to get that first dunk in. And as soon as they do, it's just like
Yeah.
it's like
Shout
seeing
out-
someone do a front flip dunk. Everyone just goes crazy for them. Like
Yeah, shout out to Andy and Alex. Saw the
Yeah.
shows on JumpX.
who's that? I forget his name. He's been coming like the last month. He's like a ginger guy that's quite short.
Jamesy.
Yeah, he's hell explosive.
Yeah.
He's hit his first dunk, hasn't he?
Yeah, he
So that's-
punched the fuck out of one on Saturday. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck is happening to you? Like, you
Yeah,
take
see, I missed this week. The weekend just gone. So
No, he's exploded since joining JumpX.
yeah, for sure. He's definitely, each week you can just see him getting closer and closer. So not surprised that he yammed one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Like he was popping off the ground like real crazy on Saturday. So
He's gonna be like the most elastic JumpX athlete, right? Like naturally.
what?
I can see
He's gonna
that.
be like one of the most like naturally elastic JumpX athletes.
Who?
James.
Yeah, maybe.
He's definitely up there.
Maybe.
Just by like
Maybe you and him got to race each other in 100 meters.
Fuck, that'd be
He'll be
interesting.
doing it barefoot though.
Huh?
Have you seen his videos? Everything he does is barefoot.
You know what?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That'd actually be such an interesting test. Imagine just lining everyone up that comes on a Saturday to the JumpX sessions and just doing a 100-meter sprint and just seeing who places where.
On a track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what
Like
times,
12 years ago, I'd leave you all dead.
and what times people get, that'd actually be such an interesting data.
Oh yeah, I reckon if we got everyone on Saturday, right, just to run 100-meter randomly, like say after our dunk session, we all go down to a track. We haven't prepared to run 100 meters at all. Like we haven't done any training prior. I reckon at least someone's like one guy's pulling the hammy for sure.
Yeah, it'd probably be me.
Or a car.
I don't think I've hit a full like 100% effort sprint for longer than 50 meters for a good 8 years.
Fuck.
Like I've had no reason to sprint that hard for that long.
Yeah.
You know, I've been thinking about giving them 2 before your basketball games.
Well, like 100-meter sprints or just court sprints?
No, just court sprints.
Yeah.
To prime you for your game. Or if not, just make sure in your game you do some full sprints on fast breaks.
I definitely do at least 1 or 2 a game.
Because that'll benefit you. That'll benefit you a lot.
Yeah.
If you can do that.
Yeah.
Even if it's like unprogrammed, just in game, you know, sprinting fast you can on fast break. You know?
Well, I'll try and be more wary of it and go do it more.
Yeah, that'll help your bounce for sure.
Because it's more like the only time you'll be sprinting as hard as you can on a court is for like a chase down block or something.
Yeah.
Even on a fast break, you don't hit 100% because you're not going to hit that layup or dunk. Because it's like if you're running that hard, it's because you've got like a defender on your tail or something. So you're preparing for something by the time you get to the basket. Whereas with for like a chase down, that's when you're like nothing else matters but trying to stop the ball from going in the hoop.
I would argue though that it's like impossible if you just say in the like the constraints of a basketball court, it's impossible to get to a true 100% speed.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
You hit at like 50, 60. So
no, yeah. So I think someone like Gavin would need at least 40, 50 meters.
Yeah, Gavin's speeding up at the 100-meter mark. He's still
like growing up, I've even though I wasn't always the tallest, like I've always been like a long distance runner, and when it came to like sprinting, I was like middle to back of the pack. Whereas anything over like 400 meters, like because when I did like athletics and stuff, I'd just smoke everyone. So
opposite as me,
yeah. Well, you're little and explosive, so of course you'll be like quick off the mark.
Yeah, I mean, like I tried to do cross country though, like in year 12.
Yeah,
you know? Like I was okay, but I was never.
Yeah, right.
Even if I trained as much as I wanted, it didn't matter really.
Yeah, see, that was like cross country was my thing.
Oh shit!
What's happened?
What happened?
Hey.
Sorry, my computer freaked out for a second.
Yeah.
Hello.
We're back. We good?
Is that your dog?
Oh, can you hear him? Yeah, he keeps getting himself stuck under a table. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to grab him.
And we're back.
Sorry about that.
So, all right. So, just to clarify, what dunks have you hit in the past month or so to get this most improved?
I don't know if I can't pin it down to any like specific dunks other than it's like in the last like month or so I've sort of worked on like my opposite approach. So because I naturally when I jump off 2 I land left right, and then when I've tried to windmill with that approach, it's just everything feels really retarded. So I've then sort of over time taught myself how to go right left, and that opens my body up to do like a windmill type dunk, and then that's helped me then unlock a few other dunks. I'm still yet to actually land a windmill on a full size ring, but I reckon I'll be getting it at the next dunk session for sure.
Yeah, no, for sure, bro.
Oh,
The
okay.
key, the key is just using your other hand more.
Yeah, it's just getting that momentum. So, and just the hand speed as well. So,
That's what helps the hand speed, using your other
yeah,
hand a
yeah,
lot. So if you're gonna windmill right-handed, using your left hand much more and focusing on your left hand more than your like right hand,
yeah,
that'll help the power and the speed of the windmill so much.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
But if you watch Austin and I in slow motion when we windmill, especially off the lob where you really have to emphasize the offhand, we'll literally let go. Like we've come around, we're letting go like here. Whereas like a lot of people just like let go there, sort of thing.
Yeah, I think I'm
And I
doing it like
just
sort
flip
of like
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's my thing because my like having long arms. If I do that, like it feels like I'm just doing a little baby one. It just doesn't feel as nice. Whereas I want to get like as much extension as I can off my right arm.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Tomorrow.
definitely gonna work on it.
And also your range of motion is a lot bigger too, with your
Yeah,
wingspan and arm length too. So
yeah,
yeah,
that's it. And like
so
like
like
I can easily palm a basketball. Like, I can just like grab it and just fling it around. Like I
that's
don't have to cut it like in here, like a lot of people do.
like it wouldn't look as snappy as like Tom's windmill,
No,
like, for
it
example.
wouldn't, it wouldn't like sound like he's just I've obliterated the ring like he does.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dang.
I only have to move it like 2 centimeters to windmill. I'm just like,
Yeah, pretty much. So you're like your size windmill is a baby windmill for me.
yeah, pretty much. Like if I was on your like frame, it'd be like doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cheetah windmill.
Okay, so what are your dunk goals? What dunks do you want to better hit?
Um, I think my biggest goal is to get my head at the ring. Then that will then unlock things like being able to attempt like an East Bay or like actually those crazy dunks.
Head at rim.
Yeah, like especially like
I do the math
I don't
for
know. I just think with my like the length of my arms, like it'll just make things a lot easier. And then all the dunks I'm doing now, I'll get to there you go. Yeah, a 40-inch vert.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Wait, are you sure?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah.
What did you? How did you calculate that?
6'8". Well, I'll double check.
Well, with
So,
the shoes I'm wearing now, it'll be 6'10". Add some height, but
oh wait, no, hold on. So actually 6'8", we're saying.
yeah, we'll go with
Okay.
that.
So 6 times 12 is 72, right? 72 inches plus 8 is 80 inches. And just say the rim's 10 foot, which is 120 inches, is 40. Or on a 911 rim, it would be 39.
Quick maths.
Yeah. But that's for like, yeah, the tip of
Yeah,
the
so you're getting like 10 inches on your vert.
Yeah. So
roughly.
big goal, but I think that's yeah. If I can get to that point, it'll then help me obviously like unlock pretty much every dunk I can think of.
Yeah, I
So
don't see a reason
but that's
if
the same
like
with most people who can dunk already that like with like say like a low 30s vert. If they get to 40, they can almost do any dunk they wanted. It just comes down to technique.
So
pretty much.
what are you saying, Tom? So if Gavin has to have a 40 to get his head at the rim,
Yeah.
then it means that's like a 44 for me.
Yeah. Well,
There you
it is different though, right? With height checks. In
Yeah,
yeah.
it'd be more like 42.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. -2. But just for the argument's sake, if Gavin got his head at the it'd roughly be like 8 to 10 inches, like extra invert. I reckon with like if
Yeah.
you train for 2 years consistent, there's no reason you couldn't get to that.
Yeah. And like
Honestly,
commit and like do everything. So
especially if you like dropped one basketball game at like if you just decided you just want to like have a year,
Yeah,
just
I already told him that. I'm like, bro, like if you drop one basketball game, you get insane.
I just love playing too much.
fair enough. Yeah.
It's like it's my like other than like the dunk days, it's like my little like social escape kind of thing.
Mm,
You know,
Like
that's
it's
fair
like I
enough.
go like that's all. It's been like basketball court has always been my happy place. Even when I'm having like a shit time, like I'll find my happiness when I'm on the court playing a game. Even if I'm abusing a referee, I'm still having a good time. Like But it's just like, yeah, I don't know. Like it's kind of like my therapy in a way.
I feel like a lot of
So
ballers can relate with that.
yeah, for sure. And like I said before, like when I play a game, it's not like I'm completely and utterly exerting myself. Like the only time I ever feel dead after a game is when I'm playing on like a 30+ degree day in the middle of summer. Like
Yeah,
because all the
game.
stadiums in WA are all in sheds basically, so they're like 40 degrees
So
plus in
true
the
though.
actual stadiums.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
like
like
5 degrees colder
yeah,
in winter,
yeah,
5 degrees warmer in summer.
for sure. So
Yeah.
because I used to play like Saturday afternoons at Lakeside A grade, and it was like
Not on.
40, yeah, and you're playing like fully timed clock, man on man defense. Usually only got one or two subs. Half the time you don't even sub off because like other guys are dying more than you are, and it's just like I just usually when
No.
I used to do that, I wouldn't go out on Saturday nights or anything, or like go see my mates because I just want to go to bed.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I know what
so
you mean because I used to do that too.
yeah, so it's like well, now like I play 2 times a week, but really I'm not going crazy. Like I take it pretty easy.
Hmm. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so goals in terms of dunking, in the sense, do you want to do anything with it, or you just want to keep it like fun hobby, or
At the moment, I'm just sort of like enjoying it as like a bit of a hobby. Can't see myself like well at the moment like entering any like competitions or anything. Like when do you ever see a 6'8" guy win dunk contests? Like, especially if he's against someone that's like Tom's height, like their dunks are always going to be like look quite crazier. But that's not like an excuse or anything. It's just I don't know. I'm just having fun with it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like the community's good fun. Like it's something different, not something I've never really like done before and like committed so much of my life towards. So
well, you want to
sort
get
of just
to a
see.
certain tier within JumpX, right? You
What's that? Sorry.
want to get to a certain tier within JumpX, right?
Yeah, well, I've got a jumper that says freak on it, so that'll be fun. But no, we're not getting there. Well, I wrote today. I had a bit of time at work, and I like wrote down all the like dunks in my notes that you have to hit for each tier,
Oh,
and I've done everything but windmill to get advanced. And but the one, what's the next one above that? I'll have to check.
elite.
Elite, and I've ticked off 6 of those dunks already. So, because like so like 361 and two hands, basic lob dunks, backboard reverse, 1 and 2 hand off dribble, 2 hand tomahawk off dribble, and then can dunk off both approaches. So does that technically make me advance with your rules?
No.
You like, because I remember because when I went up
No, because you gotta meet you
the
gotta hit the
windmill, crucial.
requirements as well.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, and I'm pretty sure there's other dunks in that one, isn't there? There's more dunks
yeah.
in that one.
There's heaps more. They were just the ones that I've ticked off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Oh,
Well,
but,
what was the advantage?
hey,
well, yeah. So for elite, there's 3 windmill variations. So I've still got to actually just windmill. 360 pump, hit head on backboard, which I think I can. I just haven't actually tried properly.
No, you could easy.
Yeah. Windmill off dribble, which is basically when I do a windmill anyway, it'll be off dribble, and then a slingshot dunk, which I've kind of done, but not very well.
just make sure
So
there's padding. Just make sure there's padding if you hit your head.
Yeah.
just tank it. Just chuck a helmet on. Get some like rugby league headgear. We'll get
Yeah,
Sam to bring headgear in. He works in the rugby WA.
yeah, true, true. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, for the slingshot, Gavin,
Yeah.
for it to count, Austin and I have a rule where if you think of your shoulder as like a line like that, the arm has to be like below the line, sort of thing. So like that's
Yeah.
halfway. That's not a slingshot. That's a slingshot.
To me, like just reaching out. That's just like that LeBron in-game dunk kind of thing, where he just reaches out and puts it in. But yeah, like that slingshot, you want to bring it down as low as you can. Yeah, no,
That's
I'm
like
not.
how
I'm not
LeBron
trying to
does it.
cut.
It's just like an extreme like one hand tomahawk.
Yeah, which I kind of can do, but I don't know, just doesn't look as nice as his. I guess because his head's at the rim when he does it.
Maybe. Could be a reason.
Yeah, and he does it
But yeah.
super fast and powerfully, and everything's
Yeah.
just smooth. So
And he's got every camera angle under the sun.
yeah, yeah, legit.
We need to
Imagine
get like a
having like
behind.
imagine having NBA camera angles on a Saturday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like get like the behind the glass.
Well, like I say
I'll-
that, but with the amount of fucking tripods we have there on a Saturday, we fucking could.
Yeah, like, everyone should
You know?
like I'll put one here, you put one there, and we all just share the footage together. Like surely.
Bro, imagine how big the Google Drive would be.
Bro,
Hey, just send them on Facebook Messenger. It's just as good quality. You just don't get the slow mos.
Oh, is that the only difference?
are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That-
And I remember I sent a video of one of Tom's dunks to him because I got a really good like angle of it, and he like watched it on Messenger. He was like, it looked like a shitty Android sent it. I was like, nah, save it and then watch it, and he did, and it was like all good.
Oh, that's my backboard between the legs, wasn't it?
Yeah, and like everyone went crazy.
Wide.
I think I was just like having my phone in like the best position to see everyone getting
Yeah.
around you and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, dunk day tomorrow. What are your goals tomorrow for dunk day?
Number one's windmill. I'd
Bang.
like to get it off, like jumping off both and off one. But yeah, off both for sure. I never really go into dunk days with a plan. I sort of just see like because I hit all the dunks that I'm trying, like I've been working on and trying to sort of like get consistent at them. Especially like lob dunks and off the board dunks. And then sometimes I'll see someone else trying a dunk that I've never tried and I think I could do, and I'll just sort of do that. That's how I've unlocked a few new ones lately.
Yeah, like
that's
the one where you like throw it to yourself, like throw it to yourself in the air and then you get it, or like lob it. So like it's like a self lob.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah,
It
it's a,
doesn't hit the ground. You throw it in the
yeah,
air.
the lob with no bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah, see that one, like I sort of that just popped into my head the last dunk session. I was trying to get it off two, but it was like at the end of the session, so I was like dead. So I was like, I might try it a bit earlier on, and
That one's hard.
so, yeah, it's just timing the lob really.
Mm.
But yeah, so I just got it jumping off one, and like I don't know, just even though it counts, like it didn't feel right, so I technically didn't count it, but still looked all right in the clip, so I was able to share it. But yeah. So if I can get that one off two, yeah, windmill off two and off one.
fuck yeah.
I don't know, can't think of anything else. Maybe lobs from other people and stuff, like work on those. But yeah,
Backboard tomahawk. That's another one I haven't seen you do.
I haven't even tried it because it's like
Good.
for me, it's yeah, I know I could. It's just timing it because it's like usually when I do like the normal like off backboards, it's like by the time I catch the ball, I'm like dunking it like not even half a second later.
Honestly, it's just like all the lob. It's pretty easy once you get the lob.
Yeah, it's catch like you got to like catch it right back kind of thing, or off one. Yeah, so it's getting out the like because I've gotten so used to when I just do a normal off the board dunk, like it'll be a completely different lob to that kind of thing.
Mm.
Yeah, just practicing the lob basically. Same thing with the reverse. Like I can't. Yeah, like it was funny when I tried the reverse the second week after hitting it the first time. I couldn't do it because I'd been training doing the opposite approach so much that I couldn't then do it off my standard approach because it's just the muscle memory was gone.
Yeah.
So then I had to like make sure like just do the normal backboard dunk and then do the reverse off the backboard, and it was fine. But yeah, so things like that. So try not to go back and forth too much. Yeah, we're learning as we're going.
Yeah, I know.
We'll go down.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we'll end the podcast there, guys. So if you guys are looking to jump higher, you're looking to take your bounce to the next level, all right, and you're looking for guaranteed results, check out the link in our Instagram bio. All right, you'll be able to look at the programs we have on there to offer, and you'll be able to apply for our coaching services like Gavin's on right now. Through there, there's an application form through there for you guys to fill out, and then we'll reach out to you after. But yeah, without further ado, we'll catch you guys in the next episode.
See you
Peace
later.
out.